Welcome back. We're so glad you're here because today's topic is one that every parent, co-parent, or caregiver has probably wondered about at some point. Today we're tackling a big question. Is 50/50ths parenting even possible, or is it just a well-meaning myth we chase? We all imagine a perfectly balanced partnership, like synchronized swimmers gliding through diaper changes, school runs, and bedtime stories, each parent effortlessly picking up where the other leaves off. But the reality, it's usually a lot messier. Parenting is more like a constant negotiation, with a never-ending to-do list that seems to grow by the hour. Trying to split every single task perfectly can feel impossible and honestly pretty exhausting. Who packed the lunch today? Who scheduled the dentist? Who remembered to sign the permission slip or buy the birthday gift? Keeping score just wears you down, and it can even create tension where there should be teamwork. The truth is, parenting is incredibly rewarding, but it's also a logistical nightmare at times. There are days when it feels like you're barely keeping your head above water. So, is a true 50/50 split even realistic? Or should we be aiming for a more flexible, dynamic balance that adapts to our family's needs and changing circumstances? In this chapter, we'll dig into the mental load, the impact of work schedules, and why fairness in parenting doesn't always mean doing exactly the same things. If this hits home for you, don't forget to like and subscribe for more honest, real-world parenting talk and support. Let's figure out what real balance looks like, together, as a community that supports and learns from each other. Let's be honest, perfectly splitting parenting is a fantasy. Life isn't a spreadsheet. Kids' needs, work demands, and personalities don't divide evenly. One week you're doing 70%, the next week your partner is. It's a constant ebb and flow. Rigidly insisting on 50/50ths leads to scorekeeping and resentment. The real goal? Teamwork. Are your kids happy? Are you supporting each other? Parenting is a dance, not a math equation. Sometimes you lead, sometimes you follow. Focus on overall fairness and mutual respect, not exact equality. Communication and flexibility matter more than calculators. Work schedules are a huge factor in finding balance as parents. The way you and your partner structure your days can shape everything from family routines to how much quality time you get together. Not everyone has a traditional 9-to-5 job. Some parents work early mornings, late nights, or weekends, while others juggle multiple part-time roles or freelance gigs. One partner might travel for work, while the other works from home or has a more fixed schedule, so availability isn't always equal, and that's okay. Remote work can blur the lines between job and family time. Just because you're physically at home doesn't mean you're always available to help or play. That's why it's so important to be transparent about your workday, your energy levels, and your real capacity, not just the hours you're technically on the clock. Flexibility is key, and so is honest communication. Maybe one of you handles the weekday drop-offs and pickups, while the other takes charge of weekend adventures or special family outings. What matters most is creating a rhythm and routine that feels fair and sustainable for both of you, even if it looks different from what others do. Your system might not look equal or traditional to outsiders, but if it works for your family, that's what counts. Every family's needs are unique. Keep checking in with each other and be willing to adjust as work demands or family needs change over time. Flexibility is an ongoing process. Teamwork, empathy, and open communication are what truly build real balance in your parenting partnership. Let's talk about the invisible work, mental load, and emotional labor. These are the things that keep a household running smoothly, but often go unnoticed and unappreciated. It's the constant thinking, planning, and worrying that happens behind the scenes, even when no one is watching. It's tracking appointments, planning meals, remembering birthdays, stuff that rarely gets noticed. It's making sure everyone has what they need, from clean clothes to signed permission slips and anticipating problems before they even arise. This load often falls on one parent, even in modern families. Despite best intentions, the responsibility for keeping everything on track can become overwhelming for just one person. Delegating isn't enough if one person still manages the list. True sharing means both partners are equally invested in remembering, planning, and following through, not just doing what they're told. Emotional labor, soothing tantrums, managing feelings, is just as draining and often invisible. It's the work of keeping everyone emotionally steady, handling meltdowns, and making sure the family feels supported and loved. The solution? Make the invisible visible. Start by talking openly about all the tasks, big and small, that keep your family going. Write it all down, share the load. When everything is out in the open, it's easier to see what needs to be done and who can take it on. Divide ownership, not just tasks. Each partner should take full responsibility for certain areas, so no one is left carrying the mental burden alone. One handles meals, the other school stuff. When each person truly owns their part, things run more smoothly and resentment fades. It's about shifting from helping out to true partnership. Both partners are equally responsible for the family's well-being, and both contribute in meaningful ways. Regular check-ins help keep things balanced and fair. Set aside time to talk about what's working, what's not, and how you can support each other better. When both partners own their roles, the whole family benefits. Everyone feels valued, supported, and the home becomes a happier place for all. What if you didn't split everything 50-50ths but played to your strengths? We're not all good at or enjoy the same things. If one loves cooking and the other hates it, let the chef cook. Divide tasks by skill and preference, not just fairness. For the chores nobody likes, take turns or trade off. Support each other and appreciate unique contributions. The goal is a system where everyone feels competent and valued. Lean into your strengths to create your own version of balance. The secret to making any of this work? Communication. Not just grab milk texts, but real conversations about expectations and feelings. Unspoken assumptions lead to disappointment and resentment. Schedule regular check-ins. Ask how supported you feel, what's working, what needs to change. Parenting needs shift as kids grow. Your system should too. Talk when things are tough, but also when they're good. Acknowledge and thank each other for the effort. Fairness isn't a perfect split. It's feeling seen and valued. Keep the conversation going and adjust as life changes. That's how you build a strong partnership. So, is 50-50ths parenting a myth? If you mean a perfect split, yes. But if you see it as both partners giving 100% of what they can, it's absolutely real. The goal is fairness, teamwork, and a commitment to each other. Find your family's rhythm, communicate, and give each other grace. Share your stories and advice in the comments. Let's support each other. Like, share, and subscribe for more real parenting talk. Every family is different, but trying and talking is what matters most.